NED NWOKO's house, I am nothing. But in my house, I am free.
No, you're still as valuable. Mom, look at me. Look at me, Mom.
Baby, once again, I cannot stand the violence. It's too much. It's too much.
Don't go give water now. Don't go give water. Just relax. Just wait.
I actually want something.
Regina Daniels versus NED NWOKO. The truth behind the viral domestic wawules drama. What if the fairy tale marriage the whole world admired was actually falling apart behind closed doors? The internet is shaking again. Regina Daniels just dropped an update claiming her billionaire husband, Senator NED NWOKO, has been wawules towards her. Her brother even took to social media saying Ned smashed her head on the wall. Fans are in total shock. But hold on. Ned has fired back, denying everything and accusing Regina of banner abuse and wawules behavior. So now the question is, who is really telling the truth behind this perfect Instagram marriage? Stay right here because I'm breaking down everything, the drama, the receipt, and the hidden truth behind this trending scandal.
Well, let's now turn to disturbing allegations contained in a video that went viral over the weekend featuring Nollywood actress Regina Daniels, who appeared distressed while complaining about violence in her marriage to Senator representing Delta North Senatorial District, NED NWOKO. In the footage, Regina Daniels was heard saying that she no longer feels safe in her home and is tired of the violence. Let's take a look.
NED NWOKO's house, I am nothing. But in my house, I am free.
No, you're still as valuable. Mom, look at me. Look at me, Mom.
Baby, once again, I cannot stand the violence. It's too much. It's too much.
Don't go give water now. Don't go give water. Just relax. Just wait. Just
I actually want something.
Just relax.
This video went viral over the weekend. A man identified as Regina's brother in response posted warnings on his Instagram story, alleging Senator NED NWOKO physically assaulted his sister and smashed her head on a wall before sending thugs. Well, in response, Senator NED NWOKO issued a statement in a post on X denying the allegations and instead accusing his wife of substance abuse and violent behavior. In his defense, the senator posted a video along with a caption, "Regina's unprovoked carnage and rampage in my house and in my absence." Senator NWOKO further claimed in the post that Regina's current battle with drugs and alcohol abuse is the root of the problems in their marriage, stating that she must continue rehabilitation or he fears for her life and safety. And I'll read a part of his post on X. NED NWOKO wrote, "Regina is the violent one here, slapping and hitting 3 staff in the past 48 hours and destroying property, including cars and windows, for no just cause. The truth is, I have set a clear condition for her to accept rehab in Asokoro or outside Nigeria, especially Jordan, where she will not have access to drugs." And you know, this conversation has sparked a lot of reaction, sparked a debate on X. Now take Collins' tweet before I come to you, Ayo. Collins wrote, "Dear Senator, Sunday greetings to you. This statement you have put out raises several potential issues from a legal standpoint of view. 1. Knowledge of criminal activity. If you had credible evidence long before now that named persons, Sammy and Ann, are supplying illegal drugs to your wife, the law generally requires or at least expects that such information be reported to law enforcement. Failure to do this in certain circumstances constitute aiding and abetting. I'm guessing that to protect your wife, you have never reported drug supply and usage regarding your wife. 2. Rehabilitation and consent. Forcing or coercing an adult into rehabilitation without legal authorization can amount to unlawful detention. I believe that the lawful route is to obtain a court-ordered medical evaluation or guardianship order, especially if there is evidence of self-harm or danger to others. I may be wrong about judicial procedures in Nigeria. I think you should have a media team deal with this in the public space, or sometimes emotions get the best of us, while privately you deal with this matter. And you know why this story has come on television? It's because the senator is a public figure. I mean, this is a marriage situation, but if we have allegations, accusations of a senator violently smashing his wife's head on the wall, I mean, this, you know, it now becomes a public debate. I mean, these are the sort of questions that, you know, are raised. And the fact is, like the ex-user wrote out there, how is it that you have all this information about your wife and you never said anything about it until she comes out to say, I am tired of this house? Then you play the card. That's a lot of the conversation out there. You either play the prostitution card or the drugs card. Your thoughts?
That's happened a lot in recent times. You're absolutely spot on. I was going to say that aside the moral and domestic part of this story, the key issues here are the fact that we're talking about a man who has the trust of his people sitting in the National Assembly as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And these are very weighty allegations, especially because we often talk about domestic violence. I know that Lagos State has a great agency for dealing with that. On a national level, we don't have individuals. I think it will just be Violence Against Persons Act. That's what we'll be talking about here when it comes to hitting. But beyond that, it's also looking at the kind of people that we elect into office. I'm not saying he's guilty, because at the end of the day, there's one side of there are two sides of the story, then there's the truth. So she's spoken, he's come out to say something, and then there's the truth which ought to be investigated. But in the event that this is true, we've had a number of allegations against people in this particular Senate sitting of the House. I think it's important that we begin to even investigate the kind of people that we put into or elect into offices. Beyond that would be then, if the allegations of domestic violence is true, I believe that it is high time as a nation we took a serious stance against this. We're talking about, and this is domestic violence against either husband or wife. We're still on the case of the policeman who we're still investigating whether or not his wife burnt him to death. We're still talking about Miriam Sanda, who was forgiven by the president for killing her husband. So we're talking about these things that start off as hits here and there, and then turn. Let's not wait for a manslaughter case before we begin to cry blue murder. Let us talk about it now. And then I agree totally. The NDLEA Act speaks to drug use.
Yes.
We have a pervasive drug problem in Nigeria, particularly among young people. And so if we're talking about two public figures speaking freely about the access and use and abuse of drugs, it has to be investigated by NDLEA. And I hope that they will not be taken over by the fact that these are mighty or powerful people in Nigeria. And
No, the stress is not from this. The stress is from her not resting. Oh, she would not tell me, look, you are not my father. What the hell? She would tell me, I swear to God. She said, you are not my father. I said, no, I'm your husband. Go to bed. Please, record us.
You are my everything.
Please, you have to do my house every day. She be doing this. No, she be doing this every day.
Oh, you don't do it. I agree. My dream.
I love that.